What's up, everybody? My name is Matt Eisenhood. I'm from Liberty, Mississippi, and I'm about to graduate Ole Miss. That's crazy. 4 years have flown by. All right, I have my notes ready to go. From a red plate supper, I got this notebook. Put it into good use. All right.
So this is a really hard video to make because the Women's Council has meant so much to me over the years.
To be quite honest with you, I'm not sure how students outside of the Ole Miss Women's Council function on a daily basis.
Actually, you come to college, you get thrown into this group of strangers, and you don't really know how you're going to mesh, because what is so unique about the Women's Council is that we're not your cookie cutter group of scholars. We're not all the same. We're not all super type A focused, career oriented, any of that. Instead, we're this rich collection of individuals. And I think that, as I've deepened my friendship with these individuals over the years, they've allowed me to become a better version of myself.
I came in not knowing a ton of people, and I didn't really know what I was doing in college. But we had an orientation on, I think, the second day that I moved in, and I got to meet the other scholars, and I got to meet the staff, and it was an immediate home.
From day one, Women's Council first gave me friends. The 6 seniors that went through this together, we love each other.
They gave me a home. They gave me a place that I could always go if I was having a good day, a bad day, just an average day, and I knew that they would match whatever energy I was giving.
Financially, I could not have come to Ole Miss without the help that I was given from the Women's Council. But even more so, knowing that they cared about me as a person and not just a student has been incredible.
With that cushion at first, an instant group of friends and an instant group of people who cared about me in a way I never thought that, people outside my family, my immediate family could ever care about me.
And sometimes I really think about how incredible this organization is and how much it's played a role. I really can't explain how it played a role. Like, the Women's Council was my college experience.
Freshman year, I went into the office with a cold, and Ms. Nora called the doctor's office for me and set up an appointment like she was my mom. Suzanne took over, and she helped walk me through every problem known to mankind. And Casey and Margaret have done the same.
Peer mentor, Cole Decker, thank you for freshman year, letting me just tag along with you. Whatever you did, you always invited me. I'm grateful for that. My peer mentee, Joseph, I think you've taught me more than I taught you.
Ginger is my life mentor, and she and I have gotten incredibly close over the past couple years. And there's an age difference, but I don't see it. And she's taught me so much about being a gracious hostess, about cooking. I couldn't cook worth anything before we met, and just about being able to identify the joys in life and overcome any situation with such sheer positivity.
I was assigned a career mentor, Dr. Peter Ross, who is a pharmacist at the Baptist Hospital over in Oxford. And I began shadowing him and grabbing a couple meals with him and talking about what I wanted to do. I realized that pharmacy was not where I really was suited to be, but he was like, my brother is a dentist. Maybe you should go shadow in dentistry and see what you think of that. I ended up shadowing dentist and fell in love with it. Pretty much through the Women's Council, I was able to find my calling and my career path.
Throughout college, we find that if you're around college students all the time and college-age people, then you start to think and act like a college-age person, which sometimes isn't the best. And the Women's Council has given us adults who look at us and treat us like adults, which then makes us kind of treat ourselves more like adults and make better decisions, knowing that we have people who are watching out for us and looking out for us and care about us. The women in the Women's Council treat us like the adults that we're meant to be.
If you ask anybody older or younger than us, they'll all agree that the senior class is the closest group of friends. And since day one, since we met on that second day of school, we've been very best friends.
When we all showed up to Lot almost 4 years ago now, I don't think we ever could have predicted or imagined the things that we would accomplish or get to experience together.
I'd say most of my best friends are in the Women's Council. Pretty much all of my friends are from the Women's Council.
You guys have been some of, if not my very best friends, all 4 years that we've been here. You've been with me through thick and thin. Literally every single one of you, I could name specific instances where you lifted me up when I was down. You supported me whenever I was good.
All 5 of the other people would stop whatever they're doing any point in their day to help me if I needed it, and I would do the same for them.
Yes, I'm a better student because of the Women's Council, and yes, I'm a better citizen because of the Women's Council, but most importantly, I'm a better friend.
Freshman year, I know Matt and Brandon and Colton, every single one of them at one point helped me with my car because I had very bad car troubles. I had flat tires, I had dead batteries. My car started smoking one time, and that is friendship.
This group has meant the world to me. It's taught me how to really nurture relationships and friendships and community.
As a group, we're so solid, and as a group, we get along so well, and people can see that because we love each other so much.
And we still talk often. There was one time that we even went and kind of had a vacation during winter break all together at Julia's house and down by the coast.
Friendships that you form in the Women's Council are extremely meaningful because you spend so much time together. You know, we've been on trips together, all the red plate suppers together, all the time in the office together. It's hard not to make great friends in the Women's Council.
Through the peer mentor program, Cole and Joseph made 2 great friends there.
I've made amazing friendships that I know will last a lifetime. Whether it's Meagan sending me a million voice messages at all hours of the day about whatever pops in her mind, or the random Snapchats that I get from Matt when he's biking or hiking. These people walk through everyday life with me.
To Colton, to Allie, to Brandon, and to Matt, I love you so, so much. You mean the world to me. The fact of many of you moving to different states next year makes me physically want to sob. But I'm really happy for you all because you're doing what you've always wanted to do.
You know, they tell you that college is the place where you're going to find your lifelong friends. Well, I think that I've found my lifelong friends in the Women's Council.
These friendships that I formed are lifelong.
And I'm super thankful for these friendships. I know they'll last long after college ends.
To the other 5 seniors, it has been the biggest blessing to walk through this part of life with you and to get to celebrate life with you and celebrate all of your victories and walk through some of the hard times. I don't think any of us would have chosen to end our senior year this way, but I know that no matter where you go next, you're going to accomplish amazing things, and I cannot wait to keep rooting for you through all of that.
My favorite Ole Miss Women's Council memory has to be the LA trip. The trip was incredible. I mean, I got to ride those little bird scooters. We got to fly over the mountains of Denver. We got to go to this swanky little house party and meet people and network, and we got to go tour Warner Brothers.
We got to go to Katy Perry's manager's house, which is Bradford Cobb, and just getting to meet him and how kind and how welcoming he was of just a bunch of strangers in his house. They all were very sincere about taking time to get to know us, and that had a really big impact on me, and I won't forget that.
All of California, just the whole trip in and of itself is a memory that I'm forever grateful for.
That was the coolest experience of my life. It was the first time I'd ever traveled to the West Coast. Maybe it was the activity that had the least amount of frills on the trip, but I think my favorite part was the hike that we got to take. And it took a while, and it was hard, but being able to, walk slowly and really just take time to enjoy the outdoors with my fellow scholars and engage in great conversations, and just to see that city from so high up was a surreal experience. And I would have never gotten to do that without the Ole Miss Women's Council.
All right, my favorite Women's Council memory. The first one was freshman year, me and Colton taking a few people to the doorknob. Julia was one of the people being brought to the doorknob. Colton told Julia that she was having to go through some very narrow trees and that she had to go sideways, and so she naturally didn't want to run into a tree, so she did it. And also I think he made her crawl under something. All these things did not exist, so she just looked very funny.
I thought about this one for a long time. I mean, there were a lot of really good, fun things to work through, whether it was legacy events or the songwriter soiree, which was amazing, trips from New Orleans to LA. I really think I can't pin down this experience into one memory that I loved the most. I think really it's just the laughter. I mean, we had so much fun. Not just on the trips and at events, but just sitting in the office every day, wandering in the office, and you didn't know who would be in there, but you knew that you were going to have a good time while you're in there. And that's what I'm going to remember.
Just any memory in the office of people being weird. A lot of debates with Wesley. Those are always good. Colton and I would always get into it with Wesley. Sometimes we were even on the same side, and we just still decided to fight about it.
In the old office that was really small, and there was one fold-out table, me and Joseph and Wesley played Catan at 1, Catan at 1 o'clock, and it made Suzanne kind of kick us out of the office because we were too loud, and that was the last time that we ever got to play a game in the small office. But it was a lot of fun, even though I didn't win.
It was so much fun. It was just such a competitive, fun atmosphere because there's 3 of the smartest people I've ever met, and they were all in there just trying to outwit each other, and Wesley would almost always win.
In August, I will be attending the University of Virginia School of Law, and I'm so excited. This has been my dream law school probably since freshman year of college, and the members of the Women's Council have been so incredibly supportive of me along the way, helping me write essays, helping me through the application process, and helping me craft myself into a worthy candidate of such a school. And when I got accepted, they were so incredibly proud of me, and they were so incredibly encouraging.
Right now, I have a job locked in with Snap-on Equipment Incorporated, and it's going to be in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to be working for sales, and I'm going to be traveling from shop to shop selling auto equipment such as lifts and tire balancers and tire mounting machines and alignment lifts, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's right up my alley. It's going to be dealing with people, which I enjoy doing, and it's going to be with mechanics and cars, which I love to tinker on.
After graduation, I will actually be pursuing my master's degree in curriculum and instruction with an emphasis in secondary math education. That will be at the University of Mississippi, so I will still be here, and I get to be the grad assistant for the Women's Council, so you don't get to get rid of me. I'm sticking around.
I plan to move up to Memphis, but I don't exactly know where we're going to live, what I'm going to be doing. All I know is that my wife has a job at DeSoto Central High School, and we've got to live close enough to that, but I'm still searching for an engineering job, probably in a manufacturing facility up near Memphis.
After graduation, I'm so excited that I will be able to stay in Oxford for 3 more years. I'm starting law school at Ole Miss in the fall, and I can't wait.
In July, I will be moving to the city of Louisville to attend the University of Louisville School of Dentistry. I'll be spending the next 4 years there and hopefully becoming a dentist. I'm extremely excited, and it is 100% would not have been possible without the Women's Council. What about the Women's Council has had the greatest impact on me? That is not a fair question. It has impacted me in so many ways that I could never express it in just one. Many of them are not tangible.
All the sort of skills that these women have just given all of us. I mean, social skills, career skills, networking skills, also the caffeine that they always had. That was a good impact.
And it's impacted every week of my college experience. From going to the office and talking with the adults there that we know just really care about us and love us, and talking with the friends that we make through the Ole Miss Women's Council, it has been just an incredible experience that has been one of my favorite parts about college.
All the red plate suppers that we've had, all of the trips that we've taken together. I mean, I'm friends with everybody in the group. The Women's Council is just such an incredible support group that not a lot of students have.
It's financed internship opportunities that I've taken in Washington, D.C. that have become crucial to shaping my future career plans and what my future is going to look like. It has provided me with informational trips and educational lunch and learns and events and dinners and speakers that I go home and brag about to my friends constantly.
For a college student to know that they have someone on campus who is in their corner at all times is life-changing. Knowing that I could go in the office and freak out about my thesis for a minute and that Casey would look at me and say, "Allie, you are capable, you are smart, and you are able to do this," that there was just nothing else like it.
I was applying to get involved freshman year, and I didn't get selected for the first thing. And I remember when I found out, I went immediately to the Women's Council office, and I talked to Miss Nora. And anyway, she just kind of, you're not the best at everything. You're not going to get selected to be a part of everything. Only the things that you need to be involved in.
To me, and in my heart especially, the Women's Council is so much more than these bullet points that I can list off so quickly. And so much of that goes back to the friendships and the family that I've been able to forge through the Ole Miss Women's Council.
My entire college career, I think about the Women's Council and the time that I've spent in the office, the time I've spent with my friends in the Women's Council.
I can say I've got friends in every single class, which is not really something I expected to be able to say coming in.
My friends in the Ole Miss Women's Council, from freshmen on up to seniors, are some of my very favorite people on campus. They inspire me every single day. They are some of the hardest working people, but they are so humble and so kind no matter what. I always know that even if they're accomplishing big things, they're going to make time for the people that matter to them.
There are so many different kinds of people. There's so many different ideas and different personalities, and so just being able to be a part of a group like that has impacted me in ways that I probably don't even know yet.
People on Women's Council, the friends that I've made, not just the other scholars, but also the women on the council itself and the program coordinators have shown such kindness, such intelligence, such generosity that all of the scholars and all of the coordinators and all of the council members have inspired me to develop my character in ways that probably would have been lacking had I not been a part of this incredible council.
Whether it's the women on the Women's Council who have been so kind and gracious and wonderful and welcoming to me, or the office staff who have helped me walk through every little worry and concern that I've had throughout my 4 years here, or the friendships that I've made that go beyond scholarship requirements, this community is unlike anything else.
That there is that dynamic where it's not like a power struggle, it's like we're all friends, we're all in this together, we're all supporting each other, and so it's really, really cool.
We really do rally around each other no matter what, and we celebrate each other and we laugh with each other, and we know each other not just professionally and academically but personally as well, and there's just not another group on campus that is like that, and I'm so grateful to have had that community throughout my time here.
It's easy to label the Women's Council as a scholarship organization because I suppose technically that's what it is, but to do so is remiss in my opinion. This is not merely a check that I've gotten in the mail every semester that have given me the, rare and incredible opportunity to attend school for free. But if you can believe it, that is only the beginning of what this program has done for me. I will forever be grateful for the friendships that I've made in this program, the laughs I've had with the people in this program, the people I've gotten to meet, the experiences I've gotten to have.
It's unlike anything that I've ever seen on campus. And it's unlike anything that you can really find with just some generic scholarship group. I've always said in the Women's Council, you're not just a student who gets money to go to school. You're part of a community, you're part of a family, You're loved as a family.
For all the red plate suppers, all the speakers, the social skills I learned from y'all. Y'all took someone that was rough around the edges and really refined and developed them into what I've become today. Career mentor, Dr. Peter Ross. What can I say? Thank you for all the times you took me to lunch, let me shadow you. Mr. Preston Thomas, thanks for all those times you took me to lunch, sat down, just kind of charged me, gave me some motivation.
All the office staff, past and present, from Nora, Suzanne, and Shatima, to Meg, Casey, Margaret, and Alexis, thank you for walking through the nitty-gritty of everyday life with me.
I'm certainly going to miss coming to the office once a week, but I might just have to call in.
First and foremost, Miss Nora Capwell, you were there for me freshman year. Had no idea what I was doing on campus. Could always come in and just ask you some dumb question. Miss Suzanne, you were my mom on campus. Anytime I had come in and just wanted to share what was going on, you were always there and a great listener. And then Dr. Casey, I spent my last 2 years with you. Thank you for the role that you played in helping edit my personal statement, helping me get prepared for interviews, doing mock interviews, and just helping me plan out my career path.
All the people who have ever sat in the office, that's Nora, Suzanne, Shatima, Casey, Margaret, Alexis, and all the GAs, everyone who's been in there, and also thank all of the donors and the members of the Women's Council, because they have truly changed each and every one of our 6 seniors' lives.
The program advisors, all of the mentors, all of the people who come to our events and support us, just it could never be enough to say thank you.
To the women on the Women's Council who have not stopped supporting me since I stepped foot on campus for the very first time, thank you so much for giving this small town Mississippi kid an opportunity to leave her mark on the university that she has always loved.
It is extremely hard for me to put into words what this has done to my life, and I'm extremely grateful and forever indebted to y'all.
I just want to say thank you for believing in me, and thank you for giving me a chance, and thank you for making my college experience something that I will never, ever forget. And I cannot thank you enough, and I hope one day to be able to give back to the organization as much as it's given to me.
I don't really know if there are enough thank yous in the world that I could give to the Women's Council.
The role that the Ole Miss Women's Council has had on my life over the past 4 years, it's so large as to not even be able to be articulated fully. You know, I'm never going to let this organization cease to be a part of me.